Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Monday, June the 28th, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Tammy Davis and QueenLady J and William King. So without further ado, here is a birthday song for the three of you. Hey William, hey QueenLady, hey Tammy, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Well, it's another year older today. You know, I'm hoping that you're having a very special day, 'cause, well, it's your happy birthday day today. I said, hey Tammy, hey QueenLady, hey William, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your very special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Why, I said, it's your happy birthday day today. Hey, happy birthday to y'all. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's your birthday shout out from the Shen Show. That's right, don't you know? And then my Shen Show friends and family and lovers and likers and all them, I don't see any of them. Of course, they like the posts on their pages, but if they don't like the show on my pages, well, they don't get the honorable mention of the Shen Show. But that's all right. My Pokey pal Amanda Sue Little, she got the honorable mention. That's for sure. She gets her shout out. That's right, Amanda. You get your shout out. All right, hey, it looks like it's weather time. A weather forecast brought to you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church, located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, right across from St. Andrew's Annex, and that's Greener's Pub. Right across the street, right there. You know where the AAA Anonymous Miss and the AAA Anonymous Miss is? Well, that's the St. Andrew's Annex, right there in the corner. Well, right across the street from Grainer's Pub is Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Yes, sir. Come on in on Sundays at 11 a.m. for prayer and worship, praise and worship, and the message. And then on Wednesdays, an hour of powerful prayer between 1:30 and 2:30. So there you have it. That's it. Come on in. You're invited. You are invited. Alrighty then. Hey, my friends, weather forecast. It's a balmy 76 degrees out there right now. Kind of chilly to me, but that's beside the point. It's 76 degrees out there right now, but now, here's the rest of the day. Mostly cloudy skies, scattered thunderstorms this evening. Lows around 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds light and variable. Chances of rain 80%. Locally, heavy rainfall is quite possible. Now for Tuesday, June the 29th. Showers early, then scattered thunderstorms developing later in the day. Highs around 89 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. Chances of rain 40%. Cloudy in the evening, then off and on again showers. After midnight, low temperatures are going to be around 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. Chances of rain 50%. And then for Wednesday, June the 30th, thunderstorms are likely in the morning, then a chance of scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. High temperatures of 81 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. Chances of rain on that day will be 70%. Scattered showers and thunderstorms with low temperatures around 70 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Then winds are going to be light and variable. Chances of rain 50%. And then for Thursday, July the 1st, scattered thunderstorms in the morning. High temperatures are going to be around 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy skies mostly. And then winds are going to be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain have slacked off to 40%. Partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable, close to north to northeast at about 6 miles per hour. Friday, July the 2nd, partly cloudy skies with high temperatures around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be out of the north to northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for our final day of our 5-day forecast, plentiful sunshine, highs around 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, still July the 3rd, a few clouds from time to time with low temperatures of 64 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds are going to be light and variable. Notice you got the date twice so that you would not be confused about what day we were speaking of, daytime and nighttime. And there you have it, my friends, your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, brought to you by Jessica Nicole. Go to sleep. Jessica Nicole, the official roofer. From insurance claims to bids, roofing repairs, siding, gutters, and downspouts, she is your one call for it all. Jessica Nicole, the official roofer, is your roof repair person. For this type of weather, you may not want rain in the house. So give Jessica a call at 636-358-3960. Jessica Nicole, the official roofer, on Facebook. All right, my friends. Hey, that looks like the end of the weather for our daytime forecast. Okay, let's see. I think we'll do a song today. I know yesterday I did get into. I was going to start the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights. And I should do that because it is very interesting and it's something our kids need to learn, our adults need to learn. And so I thought I'd choose this song today. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw up below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was calling, this land was made for you and me. When the sun came a-shining, then I was strolling, and when the fields waving and the dust clouds rolling, the voice was calling, and the fogs was lifting, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. The voice come chanting, and the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. Okay, like I said, this really needs to be done for the kids and for the adults. And so I have decided to go ahead and do it. So I don't know if I should be doing this in steps because it is quite long. Well, okay, I'll skip the drink. It is quite long and it is necessary to be done, though. So here we go. And this is the Constitution of the United States of America. We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more peaceful union, let me start that over, because it does not say United States of America. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, endure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, or do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Article 1, Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and a House of Representatives. Section 2. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained the age of 25 years, and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state in which he shall be chosen. Representatives and direct taxes shall be appropriated. Representatives and direct taxes shall be appropriated among the several states which may be included within this union, according to their representative numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all persons. The actual enumerations shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years, in such manner as they shall be law shall direct. The number of representatives shall not exceed 1 for every 30,000, but each state shall have at least 1 representative, and until such enumeration shall be made, the state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to Massachusetts 3, Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence Plantations 1, Connecticut 5, New York 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, South Carolina 5, and Georgia 3. When vacancies happen in the representation from any state, the executive authorities therefore shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancies. The House of Representatives shall choose their Speaker and others officers, and shall have the sole power of impeachment. Section 3. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature. Therefore, for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after they shall be assembled in consequence of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as many be into 3 classes. The seat of the Senate of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the 2nd year, of the 2nd class at the expiration of the 4th year, and at the 3rd class the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every 2nd year. And if vacations here happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of the legislation of any state, the executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislature, which shall be then fill such vacancies. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained the age of 35, and been 9 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state for which he shall be chosen. The Vice President of the United States shall be President of the Senate, but shall have no vote unless there be equally divided. The Senate shall choose their other officers, and also a President pro tem in the absence of the Vice President, or when he shall exercise the office of the President of the United States. The Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments. When setting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or affirmation. When the President of the United States is tried, the Chief Justices shall preside, and no persons shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present. Judgment in cases of impeachment shall not exceed further than to remove from office, and disqualifications to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to the law. Section 4. The times, places, and manners of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. But the Congress may at any time, by law, may alter such regulations, except as the place of choosing senators. The Congress shall assemble at least once every year, and such meetings shall be on the first Monday in December, unless they shall by law appoint a different day. Section 5. Each house shall be judged by the election, returns, and qualifications of its own members, and a majority of each shall constitute a quorum to do business, but a smaller number may adjourn from day to day, and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner, and under such penalties as each house may provide. Each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3, expel a member. Each house shall keep a journal of its proceedings, and from time to time publish this same, excepting such parts as may in their judgment require secrecy, and the yeas and the nays of the members of either house, or any questions shall, at the desire of 1/5 of those present, be entered on the journal. Neither house during the sessions of Congress shall without the consent of the other adjourn for more than 3 days, nor to any other place than that in which the two houses shall be sitting. Section 6. The senators and representatives shall receive a compensation for their services, to be ascertained by law, and paid out of the Treasury of the United States. They shall, in all cases except treason, felony, and breach of the peace, be privileged from arrest during their attendance as the season of their session of their representative house, and in going to and returning from the same, and for any speech or debate in either house, they shall not be questioned in any other place. No Senate or representative shall, during the time for which he has been elected, be appointed to any civil office under the authority of the United States, which shall have been created, or the emoluments whereof shall have been increased during such time. And no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during his continuance in office. Section 7. All bills for raising revenue shall originate in the House of Representatives, but the Senate may oppose, propose, or concur with adjustments or amendments as on other bills. Every bill which shall have passed the House of Representatives and the Senate shall, before it becomes a law, be presented to the President of the United States. If he approves, he shall sign it, but if not, he shall return it, which with his objections to the house in which it shall have originated, who shall enter the objections at large on their journal, and proceed to reconsider it. If after such reconsideration 2/3 of the House shall agree to pass the bill, it shall be sent together with the objections to the other House, by which it shall likewise be reconsidered. And if approved by 2/3 of that House, it shall become a law. But in all such cases, the veto of both Houses shall be determined by yeas and nays, and the names of the persons voting for and against the bill shall be entered on the journal of each House respectively. If any bill shall not be returned by the President within 10 days, Sundays excepted, after it shall have been represented to him or presented to him, the same shall be a law in like manner as if he had signed it, unless the Congress by their adjournment prevents its return, in which case it shall not be a law. Every order, resolution, or vote to which the concurrence of the Senate and House of Representatives may be necessary, except on a question of adjournment, shall be presented to the President of the United States, and before the same shall take effect, shall be approved by him, or being disapproved by him, shall be repassed by 2/3 of the Senate and House of Representatives, according to the rules and limitations prescribed in the case of a bill. Section 8. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, impost and exercise, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and exercises shall be uniform throughout the United States. To borrow money on the credits of the United States, to regulate commerce between foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes, to establish a uniform rule of naturalization, and uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcy throughout the United States. To coin money, regulate and value thereof, and of foreign coin, and fix the standard of weights and measures, to provide for the punishment of counterfeiting the securities and current coin of the United States, to establish post offices and postal roads, to promote the progress of science and useful arts, by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive rights to their respective writings and discoveries, to constitute tribunals inferior to the Supreme Court, to defend and punish prices and felonies committed on the high seas and offenses against the law of the nations, to declare war, grant letters of marque and reprisals, and make rules concerning captures on land or water, to raise and support armies, but no appropriation of money to the use shall for a longer term than 2 years to provide and maintain a navy, to make rules for the government and regulations of the land and naval forces, to provide for calling forth the militia, to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrection, and repeal invasions, to provide for organizing, arming, and disciplining the militia, and for governing such part of them as may be employed in the service of the United States, reserving to the state respectively the appointment of the officers and the authority of training the militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress, to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over such districts, not exceeding 10 miles square, as may by concession of particular states, and the acceptance of Congress become the seat of the government of the United States, and to exercise like authority over all places purchased by the consent of the legislature of the states in which the same shall be, for the erection of forts, magazines, arsenals, dockyards, and other needful buildings, and to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foreign powers, and all the powers vested by the Constitution of the government of the United States, or in any department of or officers thereof. Section 9. The migration or importation of such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit shall not be prohibited by the Congress prior to the year 1808, but a tax or duty may be imposed on such importations not exceeding $10 for each person. The privilege of the writ or habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when in cases of rebellion or invasion the public safety may require it. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. No capulation or other direct tax shall be laid, unless in proportion to the census or enumeration herein before directed to be taken. No tax or duty shall be laid to articles imported from any state. No preference shall be given by any regulation of commerce or revenue of the ports of one state over those of another, nor shall vessels bound to or from one state be obliged to enter, clear, or pay duties in another. No monies shall be drawn from the treasury but in consequence of appropriations made by law and regular statements in accordance, and the amounts of the receipt and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time. No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office or of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of the Congress, accept any present emolument, office, or title of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or foreign state. Section 10. No state shall enter into a treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts, pass any bills of attender as ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligations of contracts, or granted any titles of nobility. No state shall, without the consent of the Congress, lay any import or imposts or duties or on imports or exports, except what may be absolutely necessary for executing its inspection laws, and the net produce of all duties and imports laid by any state or imports or exports shall be for the use of the Treasury of the United States, and all such laws shall be subject to the revision and control of the Congress. No state shall, without the consent of Congress, lay any duty of tonnage, keeping troops or ships of war in times of peace, enter into any engagement or compact with another state, or with a foreign power, or engage in war, unless actually invaded, or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. Okay, we're going to stop at Article 2 for today, and we will continue with that tomorrow. I'm sorry, this does not sound like a bedtime story for the kids, but it is something that the adults ought to know and learn. So, pardon my reading skills, but we will pick up Article 2 tomorrow. Okay, let's see, that will bring us to our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And Our Daily Bread is today going to be brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible which will be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2021 will be Job 11 through 13 and Acts 9, 1 through 21. Don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Today's devotion in the Daily Bread portion of the program is God's Protection, and we will be reading Psalm 63. Again, I am not allowed to read the Daily Bread due to the fact of copyright issues, so therefore, if you would like to read the Daily Bread, just go to odb.org and check out the Daily Bread portion of the program of their webpage. So that the insight or the scripture for today, due to the fact it is a great read, and it gives you a personal story that also coincides with the scriptures read during that day. Okay, now here we go. Psalm 63. You, God, are my God. Earnestly I seek you. I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you in a dry and parched land where there is no water. I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and your glory. Because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live, and in your name I will lift up my hands. I will be fully satisfied as with the richest of foods, and with singing lips my mouth will praise you. On my bed I remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night. Because you are my help, I sing in the shadows of your wings. I cling to you. Your right hand upholds me. Those who want to kill me will be destroyed, and they will go down to the depths of the earth. They will be given over to the sword and become food for jackals. But the king will rejoice in God. All who swear by God will glory in him, while the mouths of liars will be silenced. There you go. That was Psalm 63, which concludes the Daily Bread portion of the program, which was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Okay, my friends, hey, that looks like the end of the Shen Show. Got one more song for you, and that would be, oh, well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must grow. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Again, hey, this here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.